The graph of function f defined by f of x equals negative 1 over 2 quantity x minus 4 squared plus 10 is shown in the xy plane above. If the function g, not shown, is defined by g of x equals negative x plus 10, what is one possible value of a such that f of a equals g of a? So this is a mouthful to really process, but it's centered on the concept of function notation, right? So remember, when you have functions, you can be given a value to plug into that function. So f of 2, for instance, you plug this 2 back into some equation over here, and we give you some y value. And what they're saying is, for some value of x, let's just pretend x is 2. If you take 2 and you plug it into this equation, and you take that same 2 and you plug it into this equation, you get the same y value. And that's what we're looking for. But see, it's worded weird. But let's just go ahead and start off by graphing the equation that is not shown. You can see this is a linear function, y equals mx plus b. So if you're graphing a linear function, we start off by graphing the y-intercept. The y-intercept here is 10. So we put our first dot where y is 10, and then we're going to use our slope to find the next dot. And the slope for this is negative 1 over 1. It means we're going to go down one place and to the right one place. Notice the scale on the x-axis is different. Each box is not 1. You have to count 2 boxes to get to one spot. So we go down one place over 1, down 1, over 1, down 1 over 1. We can do this all the way down until we've completed the graph as shown. Let's connect these dots to create this line. And so you can see that there's 2 places where these graphs intersect, right here and right here, when x is 2 and also when x is 8. So that means if you plugged in a 2 into this function, you get this y value. And if you plug in that 2 for this equation, you get the same y value. So 2 is a possible answer. And in the same way, 8 is a possible answer, because you plug in 8, you get the same y value for both functions. So this is one of those questions that has 2 possible answers. So just pick one of them and graph it, or rather shade it in correctly.